MMG in the building. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is enjoying their Sunday. I'm doing a little something different today from the car. Um, I don't think I've ever really gone live from my car. If I did, camera wasn't on. So I'm going to give you guys all an opportunity to come on in. It's been a while. It's been a month of Sundays. Like, it's really been like over 3 weeks since I've come live on YouTube. I miss everybody. I miss you guys so much. Um, I did post a video the other day. Hopefully, you guys saw that. If you did, I hope you watched it, liked it, and hyped it up. Um, Good news. Good news. Um, you guys can rejoin your memberships. Some of you already have. Shout out to those of you who have already restarted your membership. I know that was so ghetto. That whole fiasco. My memberships were paused while my account got verified and everything. Um, but we're back in there like swimwear. So if you wanted to be an official big stepping money getting money getter, go ahead and join the memberships. Let me see. Okay, I'm trying to see the live chat. I don't know if you came in. Hit the like button for me and please say hello so I can say hi back. I'm not going to be on here too long, so this won't be too lengthy. I just wanted to say hello to everybody and see how everyone is doing. I know half the country is buried in snow, right? Cali, the weather was really nice today. The weather said it was going to be like 58. I have on a sweater. Uh, but it was really nice. It was really nice. I could have just probably wore a tank top. You know, in Cali, you get the good sunshine weather for most of the year, but sometimes you want a little snow too. I think the last time it snowed here in Cali was probably like, I don't, where I live at in Cali, rather, has probably been like 2 years ago, maybe. I'm not sure. And maybe it's been like 7 years since we got a really good snow where it stuck on the ground and it was like a few inches. We don't really get snow like that where I live, but when we do, we enjoy it. We act like we ain't never seen snow before, right? We get our hot chocolate and all of that stuff. We're snowed in. School is out, all of that. If it snows here where I live, because we're not used to it, right? So I know if you guys got that snow in some of the states where it's snowing now, you probably be like, "That's it, that's nothing." But for us, it is. It's not par for the course for us. So um, when you get just a little snow, people don't know how to drive. People want to drive the same way they normally drive, and that's no good. So schools usually close and all of that stuff. So yeah, but so what have I been up to? What have I been up to? For those of you who have been curious, I've been just chilling and relaxing, just really being a mom, being in mommy mode. School's back in after winter break. So me and my girls have been extra busy with appointments, with school, with meetings. Um, I've had lots of meetings. And I've really just been, because I hadn't been on Facebook, I had been over here a lot. And I know why I haven't been on Facebook. Facebook is, some people are making a lot of money and I want some of that money. I'm getting a little bit of it, but not enough to where I could be ignoring my folks over here on YouTube. So I will be back over here soon. I just got a lot of stuff going on and I just really want to have just like a peaceful start to the new year. My birthday is coming up soon. So I think and this is going to be hard for me because I'm not used to not doing anything, but I think my birthday week, I'm just going to take the whole week off. And that's wild. That's wild for me to take a whole entire week off. But I think I'm going to take um, the entire week off for my birthday. I do have plans already solidified. Um, so I am excited about that. If I don't take off the whole entire week, it will be at least 2 or 3 days. And, I'll be celebrating my birthday, enjoying myself, having a good time. But I will record and I will share that with you all. Hey, thank you all for hitting that like button for me when you step in. Don't be rude. That's how I know you're here. What we got going on in the chat? Let's see. Dumb, silly goober. Don't call yourself that. How's everybody doing? Is it snowing where you are? Is it snowing? Is the weather nice or is it cold? Let me know in the chat. Let's talk about it for a few minutes before I go inside. I do want to share with you all that I have some content coming about monetization and how to avoid what I went through. Hey, Janet, how are you doing? And some things that others have been going through. I mean, it's crazy out here. Like, some of us, well, all of us, when you're trying to get monetized, you just you don't gotta chill. We just get them on up out of here. That's how we do that. We just get them on up out of here. But we work really hard to see. We deal with stuff like that. But and it's 8 of you in here. Please hit the like button for your girl. But we work really hard getting monetized, cranking out our content, and showing up for you all. It's fun, but sometimes it's a lot of work. We come on here whether we're tired, whether we are sick, a lot of us, and we sorry guys. Poor baby. That's our neighborhood alarm system, honey. If you come down this street, those dogs are going to bark and let everybody know somebody's on their street. They don't play that. You do not come on my street and everybody doesn't know you're on this street. But yes, some of us we work really hard to bring you guys the content. So when we get on here and we don't have time for the disrespect, but that's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say is when we come on here, we hope to become, hey Tasha, we hope to become monetized. So when we do get monetized, we want to keep our monetization, and some of us are losing it for silly reasons or things that we didn't even know. And once you get demonetized, it's not easy getting your monetization back. It's not easy getting monetized to begin with. But once you get demonetized, you might not ever get monetized again. And if you do, you'll have to jump through hoops. So I have some content coming out telling you guys about how to avoid that from happening or keep that from happening to yourself. And I also have a little bit of knowledge of what to do if you do get demonetized, because I'm glad that I went through that. I wasn't ever demonetized. My account just wasn't verified. But still, they made me jump through hoops to get my channel back. I was getting mixed messages. I didn't know exactly where to go for help. I had to figure it all out on my own. And it took some time, but while I was off, before I was even off, before I even took a break from YouTube, I knew that my channel was getting monetized again. But once I saw that it wasn't getting monetized right then and there, I was like, well, shoot, you've been doing it. Because I think my monetization stopped in November. Yeah, it did stop in November. And that, this is now January. So I'm just now getting remonetized 2 months later. And I said, well, do you want to do it for free now? Since you got paid, you got a taste of the money. Do you want to do it for free now? And I was like, but you still have so many YouTube supporters. And what about your YouTube content creator friends? You want to support them. And I did continue to support them. And even though I wasn't commenting a lot, I was still watching all of their content and cheering them on in the background. But I said, do you want to do this for free? And I'm like, and I'm saying this for anybody who gets demonetized. If you have a lot of followers, I have almost 4,500. Some of you have way more than that. If you have thousands of followers, you have a platform where whether YouTube monetizes you or not, you can still get paid. And you just have to be creative. I think it's kind of like just lazy. And I don't want to say it like that. I don't want to offend anybody. I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm trying not to just purposely say things to piss people off because, sometimes I don't be caring if I piss somebody off. I don't want to piss people off, but I feel like it's kind of like, what's the word I want to use here? I feel like it's kind of like, and I'll just say this, it's foolish to leave money on the table. I'm sorry, guys, about that. This is why I stopped coming outside doing my lives, because I live in a busy city. I think it's like, it's somewhat foolish to leave money on the table when you're a content creator. You don't want to leave any money on the table. And I say that I was so foolish not checking my emails, and I missed out on an opportunity. Okay. I missed out on, because I was hyper focused on YouTube, right? But I was checking my emails. I just didn't see this email that I got. I would imagine me applying for a Sam's Club creator today and not realizing that last summer I got an email inviting me to the program. I shop at Sam's Club all the time. I just did a Sam's Club haul the other day. I'm already in a bunch of Sam's Club's groups. So I could have been pumping that content out, and that's money. If you know how to do that UGC or that affiliate marketing, and not everybody knows how to do it. Not everybody knows how to post it. Not everyone knows how to post the links with it, what type of things are trending. Everybody doesn't know that. It's extra steps, but if you do it right, I made thousands of dollars. I made most of my money as a content creator through affiliate marketing. So yeah, hey, M3Z. Listen, while you guys were out today, I happened to turn you on my TV, and then my daughter saw you and your son, and she said, "Oh my God, he's so cute," because my granddaughter Dream, she's in preschool. I think your son is what, 5, 6? Well, I did get my AdSense back. I did get it back, friend. It was I knew I was getting it back before I took a break. What in the world is going on in my city? He's 5. Yeah, so you know, he's kindergarten age, he's preschool, but we haven't seen Dream in a couple months. Hopefully we'll see her soon. Her birthday's coming up too. It doesn't show the super chats. Do I got to turn that on? Maybe I got to go through and turn it on. Maybe I got to go through and turn it on. I know the memberships automatically came back on, but I probably have to turn that on. But my daughter said, "Oh my God, that is so cute." She thought he was so cute out there making his snow angels, and I did too. I just love how his eyes are, how they just, you know, he's super cute. And he's, "Hi, everybody." That's so sweet. I miss having preschoolers and toddlers around. When my kids were that age, we used to have the most fun. They used to, oof, child, especially my 14-year-old Raven. She used to, oof. That's right, M3Z. M3Z is my girl. She's already back as a money getter. Welcome. You know what? If I get 5 of you to join the money getters, then I'll give 5 memberships as well. I probably have to go back and do all my membership. Do I have to do all that over? All my badges and emojis and stuff. I haven't had time to do it. I said I wasn't going to come back on YouTube until February, but I miss you guys too much. And I've already got so much content. Oh, okay, so they're still there. That's cool. I didn't know if they were still there. I'll have to check, probably go and manually turn on the super chats. I don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah, but I see your new channel. Everybody, M3Z has a new channel. She's doing her weight loss journey. I got to get back on there. My doctor looked me dead in my face and said, you need to lose weight. My doctors have never told me that. And then the nurse came back because I was crying, not because he told me I need to lose weight, but because of, the upcoming surgery and stuff like that. He was like, oh, it starts tomorrow. I know you got it. I'll be cheering you on and watching to get some motivation. Hopefully I will also join you on that because I been knew I needed to do that. My doctor said, but he said, you know what? Because I was like, he was like, we're still doing the surgery. You are good for the surgery, but I'm just saying long term, you need to lose weight. And I was like, okay. He was like, we do this. He said, if I didn't think you were good, I wouldn't do this surgery. He said, but we do this. He looked at me just like that. He said, I know what I'm doing. And my doctor, I saw her. That was a surgeon who said that, but I saw my doctor. And she said, you're healthy. You're fine. You'll be fine with the surgery. But you still think about stuff like that, when you're overweight, when you're older, when you're a woman of a particular age, you start thinking about stuff like that. And, God told me I would be okay. Um, yeah. Usually when I'm trying to get motivated, it just, lately it's been taking me a while. I was super motivated. I just have to get to where I just snap and one day just get back into it and just start, okay, today is the day and I'm just really gonna go hard for myself because I've been enjoying food. My surgery is gonna go excellent in the name of Jesus. Um, but yes, next month is coming up. But I've had, when you have surgery, you have your pre-ops. I had to have an EKG, a an X-ray for my lungs. Everything was good. I saw my doctor. They did my blood pressure. Everything. Thank you. Thank you. I need to wash it. My daughter's coming to braid it, M3, because I'm tired of this mess. I should have been rolling up my hair, and but I get lazy. Usually I'll curl it, like I'll wash it once every 2 weeks because it just takes too long to wash it every week. And I know, we black girls, we wash our hair once a week. Some black girls don't wash their hair but once a month. Um, I wash my hair once a week, and what I usually do is I might curl it 4 times within that 2-week period because I try not to put too much heat. But what I should have been doing this whole time is using rollers. I even have rollers. So I don't know why I don't do that. But I might put some rollers in tonight. But another thing is I'm sweating a lot in my sleep. I notice it could be cold in my house and I'm sweating when I sleep. That's that fat girl stuff and that Perry stuff. So But yeah, see, like right now, it needs to be washed. When it needs to be washed, my curls kind of like don't do like they need to do, and I just do something in here, or you know, they don't do like I want them to do when my hair is dirty. And plus, I need a trim. I need to go back to the beautician I was seeing last year so that she can give me a trim because my front is still short. But last year, if you remember, she cut it up to here. My hair is about up to here, so it's grown a lot, and I'm using some new stuff. It's grown a whole lot. What's five? Oh, you're like five. What's up, TSM? Thanks for tuning in. How are you? How are you guys doing? Um, and I know it looked like a white Christmas out there in NYC. Um, M3. But are you guys good? I know one of my content creator friends were saying that their electricity went out, so they had to save their battery. So I hope you guys all have your electricity. I hope you guys all have enough food and everything is good. Oh, you always go through that TSM. I remember last year you said your power went out. Don't you have a generator or something like that? Or no? No electricity issues there? Usually we have issues in the summer if we're going to have issues because it gets hot. So they'll cut off some of the electricity. I think it was 2024, like two, three times we had our electricity out for the whole day and it was hot. And then you might get fires out here when it gets too hot. And a lot of times people start those fires. But last summer it wasn't too bad. So last time we didn't have too many fires. Well, last January we did. They almost burnt down the whole state of California. But I guess they're rebuilding or whatever, but that was crazy. But now um it's been kind of quiet. But so but you just never know. And when it's a natural, people call it Mother Nature. I call it God doing his thing. When he's doing his thing, there's nothing you can do, you know, but try to prepare and make things as, you know, um, copacetic for you and your family as possible. I, because California is prone to earthquakes, I try to buy canned goods and keep canned goods, cup of noodles in the house always. But you got to have your flashlights, you got to have your water, all that different stuff because you just never know. We never know when the next apocalypse is coming. We never know. And it would be foolish to think that, a natural disaster couldn't happen to you no matter where you live. But I don't want to, or not even just that, just regular stuff. I know for some of you, snow, hurricanes, it's just whatever. And you guys go on business as usual. But yeah. So other than that, how's your January been going so far? Like I said earlier, look forward to more new content coming from me. Um, I have a lot of things that YouTube hasn't seen, but I do have some long form content that I'll be posting on here, so I can make a little coin. Um, just trying to relax and just chill and just enjoy life. Um, the kids want to do the cruise. I have decided that we will do a cruise. They couldn't get me on the plane just yet, but I said, okay, the cruise we will do. So we're planning for that. And outside of that, that's it. But I don't have a lot to say. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I'll be back on here maybe sometime this week. You guys have a blessed Sunday and take care.